What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and I got a breakdown of Tyron Woodley versus Vicente Luque. Man, this is a great fight. If we look at the rankings where these guys are ranked in the UFC, Woodley's a really highly ranked guy. I know he's coming off some losses, but Vicente, this is probably the highest ranked guy Vicente has fought and best resume he's fought. Woodley comes in at number 7 and Vicente Luque comes at number 10. This is a big fight for Woodley right here. Big fight for Vicente Luque. Both guys have a lot to prove. But yeah, let's get to the stats. Woodley comes in with a record of 19-6-1. Fights out of Missouri, age 38, which is something really big. Height of 5'9", and a reach of 74, which is really interesting. Vicente Luque comes in 19-7-1. Fights out of Brazil, age 29, and a height of 5'11", and a reach of 76. So Vicente will be the longer and taller guy. Vicente does have a reach advantage and does have a height advantage, which is really interesting. If we look at notable wins for a guy like Vicente Luque, I love Vicente Luque. I just want to state that, man. This is my guy, man. I probably like Nico Price more than Vicente, and it broke my heart picking Vicente over. I think I picked Nico, actually. I'm not gonna lie, for the rematch. So it broke my heart seeing what Vicente did to Nico Price. But I still like Vicente a lot. He's such a fun fighter to watch. But yeah, in terms of notable wins, you're looking at for Vicente, Bilal Muhammad. I guess Hader Hassan, maybe, if you consider that a notable win. Nico Price, Jalen Turner, Brian Barberena, Mike Perry, Nico Price again, and Randy Brown. So there's a really notable wins for him. He does have some losses to Stephen Thompson and Leon Edwards, top guys in the division. So that is super interesting. And he did to lose to Hader Hassan on the Ultimate Fighter finale via split decision. Which is interesting too. Actually, not the finale, but he did lose to him in the tough show. So he did. Vicente did run it back and beat him. Vicente, man, he has accomplished so much in that welterweight division, but it's taken so much damage, y'all. Man, that is just so wild. But if we look at a guy like Tyron Woodley, on the other hand, and his resume in the welterweight division, man, he has one hell of a resume. And what he's accomplished. We go look and we just look at his notable wins. He has wins over Paul Daly, Jordan Mean, Jay Haran, Josh Koscheck, Carlos Condit, Dong Yum Kim, Kelvin Gastelum, Robbie Lawler, Wonder Boy, Damian Maia, and Darren Till. Man, that is a list of guys he's beaten. He does have some losses on his record. He has a loss to Jake Shields, Nate Marquardt, Roy McDonald. Those were later in his career when he was really in his prime. Those guys kind of figured him out, used pressure, Roy used his reach, his wrestling, all of it. Jake Shields used more like a pressure clinch kind of thing. Nate Marquardt just kind of knocked him the fuck out. And you look at his last 3 losses to Kumar Usman, Gilbert Burns, and Colby Covington. It's been looking bad for T. Wood right now. It's been really looking bad. Kumar Usman dominated him bad. 5 rounds straight. Gilbert Durino Burns had some 10-8 rounds in there against T. Wood, and again dominated him. Colby Covington, the young American GOAT, by the way, just playing. Destroyed him. And I was actually kind of worried for Colby in this match because I was like, man, maybe Willie has a really good chance of shocking the world right here. But this was a bad thing, for Woodley and what he's been going through and stuff like that. And he's hit a moment in his career where it's been questioned, is he washed? Is it over? I kind of feel bad for Woodley. I like Woodley a lot. I did actually pick against him. When I went up against my boy Colby, but against Durino, I thought he was gonna win that fight. Against Usman, I thought he was gonna win that fight. Woodley, credentialed, that's what I meant to say. Credential-wise, has some of the best, wrestling in the division. Has shown some of the best hands in the division. Some really solid rear low leg kicks. What he did to Carlos Condit was crazy. He's shown a lot of great things, but it's just been a decline, and really a decline in the grappling department, where I thought he would have some of the most success. This matchup against Vicente Luque is really, really interesting. Vicente, on the other hand, is rising. He's on a 2-fight win streak over Nico Price and Randy Brown. He's accomplished a lot. He's a pressure fighter. This guy does train at Stanford MMA with guys like Kumar Usman and Dorino Burns. Kumar doesn't currently train there, but he used to. And, it doesn't even matter about Usman. It matters that it's the same coaching staff that has defeated Woodley in his last 2 bouts. And that's just something that's really kind of pegged him in a really bad area. And Vicente has all the tools to win this fight. And originally, I made a early prediction video, and I said I'm going with my boy Vicente Luque to get this done via 3rd round TKO. I thought he was going to break Woodley, pressure, clinching, and all the things he needs to do to really break Woodley. Woodley doesn't throw his hands. But if we look at the situation and we look at it honestly, what has been Woodley's kryptonite? It's been wrestling. It's been the threat of the takedown. I have not seen Woodley get completely outstricken, or if that's even a word, or outstriked, for 5 consecutive rounds, just 5 minutes for each round where he's just getting battered. I haven't seen that. I've seen guys drop him like, Dorinos. I've seen guys wail on Woodley like Usman in that 3rd or 4th round. But I haven't seen guys really straight up beat the shit out of Woodley with their hands. Dorino took Woodley down twice. Usman maybe took Woodley down maybe 7, 6, maybe 10 times. Same thing with Colby. Took him down a whole bunch, clinched with him a whole bunch, had him against the cage a whole bunch, made him back up a whole bunch. Again, the threat of the takedown. A long time ago, Woodley had some great takedown defense. We're not in that age no more. And that was something. Can Vicente Luque clinch? I think so. He has a Muay Thai background. Muay Thai, clinching is a big part of the game. But he does not have the threat of the takedown here. That is what separates this fight from a lot of situations. And what really made me switch from Vicente to being kind of like really, on the fence with this matchup is UFC 4. I ain't gonna lie. I've been getting my ass whooped by Woodley on the game. And it's been kind of perplexing me a little bit. And I started looking at more tape, and I started really giving this fight some more looking towards. And my boy Brandon Phillip kind of he educated me on this. I'll give him a shout out there. But I don't think Vicente is that much better than Woodley right now. I really don't. When I really look at it, I do not think that Woodley might be a little washed, but I don't think a current Woodley couldn't beat Vicente Luque. I like Vicente a lot. He's such a fun fighter to watch, but I think Woodley he can beat people. I don't think Woodley's trash. I think Woodley honestly fought some of the best guys in the division, and Vicente's willingness to get hit, and I don't care what anyone says, Woodley still has power. It is there. And Woodley's motivated. I know we've said this so many times. Oh, Woodley's motivated now. But I really do believe he's motivated. And I think the competition has gotten a little lower for him in this matchup. And we're going to really see if Woodley is truly washed. We're going to see if he doesn't have it in the tank anymore and doesn't have anything. Do I see Vicente winning this? Maybe. There's a good chance Vicente could be the first guy to finish Woodley just straight up via strikes. And I could see him doing it almost Nate Marquardt style with elbows in the clinch, really close in the pocket, just with pressure, breaking Woodley. And I could see him winning that way. And, Henry Hooft, all those guys, Greg Jones, they have... Interruption, y'all. Yeah, you already know this, computer chip. Now y'all probably used to it. But yeah, like I was saying, the coaching staff at Stanford have developed a formula to beat Woodley. Can Vicente follow that? I don't think so. I really don't. And that's just where it comes down to. How do I see Woodley winning this? I actually am going to shock people. I think Woodley out-wrestles Vicente Luque. I know that sounds crazy. You go watch the Randy Brown fight with Vicente Luque. Randy Brown got a really good clutch takedown in that fight, and if Randy had went more to the wrestling, kind of like a wrestling style in that fight, he probably would have done a lot better than he actually did. Nico Price had a lot of success with with some wrestling in the first round. He didn't really get to use it a lot, but he had some success. People forget, and I was about to say Vicente Luque, sorry y'all, but people forget Woodley is the best credentialed wrestler in the division. It is just a fact. He's a Division I Missouri Hall of Famer in his own university. None of these guys are going to their college's Hall of Fame. Dude, Kumar Usman, with all due respect, is a Division II national champion. He is not going to the Hall of Fame for wrestling. Colby, I like him a lot, but he's not going to his Hall of Fame for the college he went to for wrestling. Woodley is actually in the Hall of Fame. I think Woodley will set up his strikes with wrestling. I've seen it. I think that's what they're gonna do. I think that's the game plan, is to wrestle, get takedowns, and change his style up to more of a wrestler. I think he knows he has to do that. He can't just strike with these guys. This is MMA. Why not use your wrestling? I think he will use his wrestling in this bout, and I think he will get a decision. I honestly believe that. And Vicente's willingness to get hit is a big problem in here. He cannot get touched. He looked amazing against Randy Brown. He did not get touched at all in any bad way against Randy Brown. I will give him that. But you get touched by Woodley, like how Nico Price was touching you, or how Wonder Boy fucking marked him up. Yo, Wonder Boy sunned this guy, man. I love Vicente, and I'm saying this with all due respect. You got sunned, man. Dude, Wonder Boy came out there and put it on him. He's just on another level than Vicente, and I truly believe there's a reason why Woodley beat Wonder Boy. It's not because this or that, or some other odd reason that Wonder Boy fell on his leg, or any excuses, because he was just that damn good. I think Woodley can bring. I don't know if Woodley he's not the same age, and he might not be the same guy, but if he can bring out a similar performance he did a while back, and if there ever was a moment to do it, career on the line, job on the line, reputation on the line. He is a joke right now. But if there's ever a moment to get some redemption, there is one right now. People respect Vicente Luque. People love Vicente Luque. I love him a lot. I love watching him fight. He's a fun fighter to watch. Watching his fight is a treat. I enjoy sometimes doing film studies on some of these guys. Some of these females, they're boring. But when I get guys like Vicente Luque, I love to watch his fights. It's like a good enough excuse to watch his fights. And I think it is what it is at this point. But I think Woodley gets this done by decision. I know I'm taking a big risk right here. And so many guys are actually kind of on this Woodley bandwagon with me. Woodley's, he got a divorce. He probably had some angry black bitch as a wife that was ruining his fucking life and killing him. Now she's out. He has his kids. I used to not like Woodley, and I remember after the Darren Till performance, I kind of had no problem with him. Actually, he was actually tolerable. And then after he lost to Kumar Usman, and y'all remember how he was saying, "I'm not gonna fight Leon Edwards." You remember that? And he was like, "Bitch, this or that. Like, if you don't shut the fuck up or whatever." Some stuff really pissed me off. So I enjoyed when Gilbert Burns beat the shit out of him. And I was just kind of mad that Leon didn't get to do that, because he was trying to deny Leon a fight. Just some weird trash talk he was trying to get into with Leon, and it pissed me off. And I kind of was happy when Colby beat the shit out of him, and then I seen him cry about his rib. I was like, fuck. And then I see him post on his Instagram. He really wanted to win that Colby fight. You could tell, in the training, not in the fight. In the training, he really wanted to win. Against Burns, he really tried. Against Gilbert Burns, it just didn't work. And I just really feel bad for him at this point. He needs the win. And when I see him post stuff about his kids, and he says, this is the reason why I can't quit, or they make me keep going, I'm like, damn, man. Go get it, man. Even if you don't like Woodley, you're like, fuck, man. It's hard not to root for him right now, because he's just going through a lot of a big, low part in his life. It's kind of over for him. So many people want to see him not be champ. So many people hated this man, for a long time, and now they kind of got what they want. And I kind of got what I want. I didn't want him as champ anymore. I kind of wanted Colby as champ. Now, I didn't get that, but we got rid of Woodley, and it's now I don't want to say I pity him, but like I want to see him get a W for them kids. I don't know why. Just something like that kind of motivates me when I see stuff like that. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, I know that sounds super weird. I went a little bit on a weird tangent, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do got Woodley by decision. I think Woodley's gonna go out here and get it done. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do not forget to subscribe. If you're new, go click the notification button. Share the video. Let's get this eBay fight prediction nation growing on. Oh yeah, don't forget to follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram. Love y'all. Goodbye.